What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. Word has trickled down that we are just so happy to be blessed enough to live to see another week of baseball, and we're going to live to see another roster update. So today we're going to have our predictions, and I think, again, there's a lot of guys who can go diamond. I think we're going to see at least a couple, maybe at least more than a couple. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. But before we can find out, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to leave a like down below on this video, or else Ramon said the roster update's not going to come out. And subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't new as well, on the road to 50,000. So as always, same things, you know, we're gonna go over 10 players, and these guys I think are gonna go up in the roster update. You invest and then in turn make a lot of stubs. So the first player we're gonna be talking about is from the Chicago White Sox, and this Major League Baseball player has absolutely fucking went off against the Chicago Cubs. The battle of the city. Jose Abreu, who has been asking the Cubs who is the real king of the city. He has been amazing this year, hitting .333 against righties, 700 slug, 1075 OPS, 9 homers against right-handers, opposed to his 68 power and 15 extra base hits total on the year, hitting .286, 571, 905 OPS against lefties, 2 homers, 4 extra base hits. And then he went 10 for 17 since the last update was 6 home runs. So obviously he's due for an upgrade. Is he going to go diamond low? I'll be honest, I really don't think so, because the thing is, I just don't see it. Whereas we saw Castellanos and Blackman get the huge jump, they were dominant before they had that really off tear. I'm gonna say 83 to 84 for Jose Abreu. I just don't think it's there yet. I think potentially his contact against lefties, only hitting .286, might go down a little bit. That might also hinder. We're gonna have to wait and see. I would not invest in him if you're going to go for a new diamond this week. But somebody from his team who I would invest in is Eloy Jimenez. The White Sox have had a ton of really good hitters this year, much to pretty much nobody's surprise. And yeah. This one again should feel right at home for Cubs fans. Eloy Jimenez has been having a great year, hitting .299 against righties, 584 slug with a 914 OPS, 6 homers and 3 extra base hits. Lefties hitting virtually the same, .296, but the slug at 630, and then 3 home runs to boot. The thing with Eloy, they've been moving his power up. I think he started the year at a 76. Contact is really all he needs. The defense is dog shit. I don't think that's gonna move necessarily. Not really known for his glove out there. Perhaps you guys might remember the Christian Yelich inside the park home run. Give him contact. That's an easy gold, only going for 660. I think this is definitely one that you guys want to invest in, and I'm getting in on myself right there too. 22 of them so far to speak. So that's going to be the White Sox, 2 guys right there. Moving over to somebody we talked about last week. That's going to be Liam Hendriks, the Aussie himself. I'm really kind of shocked that he didn't even get upgraded to an 84, and we're going to talk about Kenley Jansen as well. It's just this weird thing with relief pitchers in SDS. They just, it really seems like they have to have a huge sample size. I remember Kirby Yates was clearly dominating. He was so good last year, and it took him about forever to actually move him up to the diamond threshold. So Liam Hendriks, 1.17 ERA, 0.72 whip, 151 OBA, 21 strikeouts to 3 walks, 9 out of 10 on save opportunities. In his last 7 innings pitched, he's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts without giving up a single goddamn run. What more would you like to see? If he's not diamond, well, good lord, I really don't know what to say. There's no excuse. He was a top at least 5, if not top 3 reliever last year. I don't understand how Liam Hendriks is not a diamond. He really should go up. He's going for 3.2. I would invest in him. I have about 10 shares in him right now. Moving over to the Atlanta Braves, we're going to be talking about BSwanson. Kind of disappointing start to his career, but he finally seems at 26 to hitting that potential a lot of people saw for him. This year against righties, hitting 348, 543 slug, 925 OPS, 3 homers, 12 extra base hits. Against lefties, gets a bit tougher. 190 and only a 465 OPS to speak. 27 strikeouts to 3 walks. Good lord, how do you even manage that? But he's hitting 6 for 14 with 3 extra base hits since the last update. I don't see gold from him yet. He has to hit better against lefties in order for him to get the boost, in my opinion. I think he might even be a little bit underrated defensively. That's just one Gomes' humble opinion, but I do think he's going to get up to a 79. He's not going for much, only 2. Good lord, that's a disparity. That's a bigger gap than the Grand Canyon. But I do think this is somebody you guys might want to throw a couple orders in if he's going for this cheap, because I do think he is going to go gold at some point this year if, again, he starts hitting lefties. Here's where it gets interesting, because this is someone I'm not hearing a lot of people talk about, but they damn sure should be. Trea Turner. He was one of my big investment picks towards the start of the year, and this year he has really turned it on. He is hitting against righties 325, 571 slug, 969 OPS, 4 homers, and 10 extra base hits. Against lefties, hitting 280, 520 slug, 877 OPS, 3 extra base hits. Just 10 strikeouts to 8 walks, so not bad there at all. And hitting 7 for 16, a home run, and 3 extra base since the last update. I think Diamond. I'll be honest with you. Trea Turner, I think he got a +1 last update. Everything's there. Yes, of course, it is a 3-year average. It seems selective once they actually want to make that fucking matter, because they'll give some guys, you know, +5s that didn't really deserve, well, maybe not +5s, but you guys know what I mean. They are very lenient. It seems like there's a clear bias towards Reds. But Trea Turner, I definitely think deserves that blue shield on him. The 520 slug against lefties, that should help. The 571 slug against righties, that should help. And just hitting for good contact. He has the speed, and again, somebody who I think probably could get a bit of a defensive upgrade as well. They aren't known to give those, but Trea Turner, I think this is a good pick at Diamond. Gonna make 2,000 if you guys do get him. Trea Turner is somebody who is really one of my favorites to watch. Moving on to the Philadelphia Phillies, we're gonna be talking about Zack Wheeler. I do want to mention Didi Gregorius because he's on the same team. He's also 79. I don't think he's gonna go gold yet. Give him one more update. Just want to clear that up. Zack Wheeler, however, always been weird for me this year. He's has a 2.76 ERA, 1.1 whip. You'd say easy, gold, absolutely. He has a 254 opponent batting average. That's pretty shitty. That's not necessarily good. 20 strikeouts, 6 walks. Doesn't strike out a lot of guys either. But in his last start, 7 innings, only 2 earned runs allowed, 8 punch-outs, 5 hits, and no walks. I think there's enough really there on the table to give him gold. I think really what I would do is probably boost his walk 9 up a bit, and that should give him the +1 all he needs. 32 2/3, only giving up 6 walks. I think that's good enough for at least like a +5 on his BB9, and maybe you even, I don't know, sugarcoat it, be generous, and give him an additional +1 or 2 on his hit per 9. So Zack Wheeler, this is pretty much a lock for me at 696. I think this is somebody you guys really do want to invest in. I have some shares in him as well, so that is one I would definitely be going after. Moving on to my diamond lock. It's been a while since we had one of these, but Darvish. It is a mystery to mankind how this man is still a gold after what he did last year. It seems like, again, it might be the 3-year average, but Darvish has not been walking guys for a while now. He just does not give up the free pass. It's basically Gandalf. You shall not pass. That's Darvish. He doesn't fucking walk anybody. This year, 1.7 ERA, 0.92 whip, ridiculous. 2.09 opponent batting average, great. 44 strikeouts to 6 walks, that's crazy ratio in 37 innings pitched. Last start, 7 innings, 1 earned run. Abreu, 10 strikeouts, 6 hits, and 1 walk given up. And since the break last year, after the All-Star break, he had a 2.76 ERA, 0.81 whip, 199 opponent batting average, 118 strikeouts to 7 walks. Diamond, absolutely. Going for 4.1. Invest in him now. He is a surefire diamond, or I really don't know. They might have to hire some new people over at San Diego studio. Zach Gallen, again, I think this is close to a lock. I think he could have gone gold last week. This is where I'm at. 2.25 ERA, 1.06 whip, 202 opponent batting average, 42 strikeouts, 12 walks, and 36 innings pitched. His last start, it was good, but it wasn't great. 6 innings, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts, 3 hits, and 4 walks given up. That's, of course, his lowest attribute, only 52 in his BB9. 12 walks and 36 innings pitched. That is, what would that be? 1 per every 3 innings. I personally think that should get upgraded regardless, and his hit and K9 should keep going up. He showed what he was last year. He was doing this last year. It's not new. It's not out of the blue. Zach Gallen should be a gold. Again, I know him. I know Paul Sporer has been really fiending for this one. I absolutely agree. I am in. I am 1000% in. Very cheap, definitely somebody you want to go after. Then our last two I want to talk about is going to be Kenley Jansen. Again, this is hard to talk about because it is another relief pitcher. Kenley Jansen has been as good, if not, I guess technically even better than Liam Hendriks in smaller sample size. 0.77 ERA, 0.69 whip, 105 opponent batting average, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks given up, perfect on saves, 7 for 7, and 11 and 0.2 thirds innings pitched. In his last 7 appearances, totaling 5 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, no earned. Again, Kenley Jansen, even more so maybe than Liam Hendriks, he's been diamond before. He's been a top diamond before, actually. Yes, he kind of struggled since, I think, the last half of 2018, and he wasn't himself last year. Kenley Jansen is clearly back. He clearly still has it. I think both of these deserve to go diamond. They are 2 of the top relievers in baseball right now. They're right with Kirby Yates, who's barely pitched. We'll talk about that later. But Kenley Jansen, I don't know if he's going to go diamond. I give more faith in Liam Hendriks just because he was so good last year. And also, Liam Hendriks deserves kind of that BB9 upgrade a bit more, less walks and more innings pitched. So I think Kenley's going to go up to an 84, but I could definitely see diamond. He deserves diamond. It's all up to SDS at the end of the day. It sucks, man. And then finally, we're going to talk about everybody's seemingly favorite team, and mine as well. We're going to be talking about Wil Myers, the rookie of the year. Was great, then sucked, then looks like he's finally broken out again. Will, of course, hit one of the grand slams out of the 4 that the Padres used to break the record. Fuck you, Chris Woodward. Wil Myers this year hitting 217, 420, and 728 slash against righties. Not fantastic. 3 homers, though, and 7 extra base hits. I don't think they're going to move his stats right there. 407 against lefties, 963 slug, and 1430 OPS. I think that's in around just under 30 plate appearances, so a decent chunk. 4 homers, 7 extra base hits. He strikes out a shit ton, 32 times to be exact. But Wil Myers, I don't think he's going to go gold yet. He hasn't been great really for a little bit now, like I was alluding to earlier, but I think this is good enough to go to a 79, kind of what I'm talking about with Dansby Swanson, and somebody you guys should invest in into the future. So those are my 10 upgrades. Quickly, I want to talk about this because I do think the 2 new diamonds we're going to have is going to be Liam Hendriks, and I think it's going to be Liam Hendriks, Trea Turner, and Yu Darvish. That's what should happen. That's what I think will happen. But now we come into an interesting spot. Who is going to go down? There's a couple guys on the bubble. Baez, but he just hit 2 home runs, and he's the cover athlete, so it's kind of tough right there. Jose Ramirez, I do think, is getting dropped down to gold. Castellanos, I think, will keep, but he's kind of on the bubble, as is Lindor and Matt Chapman. Yates, like I said, is been terrible, but he's pitched like 5 innings, and I think he's hurt right now. So eventually we're gonna have to see some guys go down. But let me know who you guys think is gonna go up, who's gonna get upgraded. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. Should be a big day. Pretty excited for Friday. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. There comes out.